It's really fun to watch people race from balloon to balloon and look from one thing to another. They have no idea how grand this is going to be, and it is glorious.
The Fiesta started in '72 with only 13 balloons. The big radio station was having a birthday party, and so they asked, they knew I had a balloon. I had one for about 2 weeks and stuff, so asked if they could have an inflation at their birthday party, and they had it at a shopping center.
We thought a big birthday balloon would be good, and we'd been seeing the publicity about Sid flying around town and having his balloon and starting a balloon club. And
so I said, sure. I said, we can have an inflation. I said, how about a balloon race? They said, what's a balloon race? I said, I don't know, but I'll find out about it.
Sid's father was a barnstormer, and Sid grew up as a tot in his father's lap flying airplanes. So he loves being in the air, and he loves aviation, and he's not the least bit uncomfortable about any of it.
So I asked the guy from the Federation of Balloons, how do you have a balloon race? He said, well, what you do is send one balloon out in advance. We call that the hare balloon, and then we let the hounds chase it. All the others chase it, and the one that lands the closest to it is the winner.
But we wanted to make that New Mexico, so we changed it to a Roadrunner Coyote race. So the Roadrunner takes off first, and the Coyotes follow 10 minutes later.
That morning we went out there at 6 in the morning. There was like 20,000 people there, and I guess it caught me by as much surprise as it did the Albuquerque Police Department, because they sent one policeman on a horseback.
And he showed up and had the same, I'm sure, the same response I did. Oh my goodness, what have I gotten myself into?
And I was quite surprised when you couldn't even find a place to park in the shopping center.
I've been up this early since I had to get up and milk the chickens back on the farm.
Not only is a huge mass ascension of 500 or 600 or 700 balloons a really important, sensational part of the Balloon Fiesta, but the fact that that mass ascension usually turns into a ballet overhead because of the Albuquerque box makes us completely unique and makes it even more breathtaking. During the weekdays, we have competition events, half of which involve pilots taking off from the field and flying to targets somewhere downwind. The other half of the pilots then taking off from somewhere upwind and flying across the field where targets are laid out on the balloon field. So one of the favorite events at Balloon Fiesta, not just for pilots but even more so for us spectators, is the pole grab. And you can see on the launch field there are targets set out on the ground, but also there have been erected 5 poles. And on the top of each pole is an envelope with a prize inside. Well, so welcome to the Special Shapes Rodeo and Glodio. Tonight it's going to be a Glodio, and the balloons are going to stay on the ground but be inflated, and we're going to have one of the most amazing looking balloon blows you have ever seen. They're going to stay on the ground. They're going to keep inflating the balloon. We'll try a little bit later to do some organized burns, like a flicker burn and an all burn and those sorts of things. And you're going to have to help us by counting down so the pilots will know when to turn on the burners. Well, so there are 77 special shapes this year for the Special Shapes Rodeo. as you can see, as the balloons are inflating, this is a little more difficult process to inflate and launch a special shaped balloon. With a regular hot air balloon, a crew of 4 or 5 would be plenty. With many of these special shaped balloons, you need up to 20 people to help make sure the fabric gets spread out properly. The balloon gets held down until each compartment of the envelope is full enough of hot air to lift up. And so this is the only place in the world where you see this many special shaped balloons all in the air, all on the ground, all at one time. It's the largest collection of special shapes in the world. The technology, the engineering of making those balloons now has developed so much that they can make a shape of almost anything. So each year it's just amazing, the new stuff that comes out. I'm a pretty cynical old guy, but I still get goosebumps when I see the Balloon Fiesta, when it starts to happen. And at the end of the week, having seen so many old friends, having watched weddings and family reunions and little children looking up amazed into the sky, it's just, it's the most rewarding, fulfilling experience I can imagine. Every year it's been grander and better than ever before. I'm going to keep coming back for a very, very long time.